In this video, we will take a look at how we can add allergens onto our customers in our customer database. In our previous video, we saw how we can put allergens onto an item, as well as add additional allergens under groupings if the defaults are not enough to cover our allergy needs. I'm going to start us out in customer database. I'm going to make our screen a little bit larger, and I'm going to hit Find. If I'd like to look for a particular user, I can search by first name, last name, or any other searchable fields I may have pre-configured. I am going to select Tom from my list, and here under Group 2, I can see allergens that this user already has. Allergens can be easily added into your layout. Please review this with your project team. For Tom, I'm going to hit Edit, and then I'm going to hit the Select button next to Allergens. I can see that Tom has allergies to dairy, sesame, tree nuts, and wheat. But maybe I've entered something in error. I'm going to take away sesame and instead add aspartame. I will hit Apply. I get a warning telling me that allergens are being removed from the customer. Do I wish to proceed? And I'm going to say yes. From here, I now need to press Save in order to keep those changes for Tom. If I'd like, I can add allergens to any other user in my system. I'll pick Claire and hit Edit and select. Let's choose Egg and Apply and Save. I'm now exiting from Customer Database and I'm going to perform a data sync. This will let my Kiosk terminal know that there are changes to users in my customer database and possibly menu items if I was updating those earlier. I'll choose Send Updates to Terminal, Customer Database, and Menu Setup, and OK. My data sync will take a few moments to go down and update my Kiosk terminal. Let's switch over to the Kiosk and take a look at how customer information changes to behaviors on our Kiosk. Let's take a look at how allergens from our customer match up to allergens on some of the items that we created earlier. I'll touch my screen to begin, and I'm going to tap in my customer on the RFID reader. I'll choose Dine In, and now I'm at my category screen. If I touch the blue head at the top of the screen, it does tell me that Tom is the user currently on the transaction. As previously, any item that happens to have a yellow eye on it is information. My sushi items also have allergens, in this case fish and soy. Tom does not have these matching allergens, so he can order the 9-piece combo. I'm going to go back to my category screen and instead go into dessert. Tom has many allergies that impact his ability to purchase dessert items. Notice how allergies detected have prevented these items from now being purchased. Tom can pick any other item that does not match his allergy profile. I'll complete the transaction, confirm my checkout, and pay with on account so that he gets directly billed to his card. Let's try a different scenario. I'm going to touch the screen to begin, and I'm going to skip over the customer input. I'll choose to dine in. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and add one of my dessert items. I'll add in the apple pie and go back to my category screen. I can now add my customer into the transaction by pressing on the white head icon and saying yes to log in. I'll tap his badge, and Tom is now in the transaction. I have added an item which is part of his allergy list prior to adding Tom into the order. So now if I go to checkout, it gives me a warning. Items in my order contain allergens matching my customer profile, and I can say OK. So notice that the apple pie has a red highlight under the name. This is telling me this is the affected item. I'm going to go back to add more items, add a different dessert item, but do notice now that Tom is in the transaction, he is prevented from purchasing any further allergy flagged items. I'll choose the strawberry whip and go to checkout. I still have the same warning on screen and I can say OK. But notice how the apple pie has the red highlight However, strawberry whip does not. This is telling Tom that there's a match to his allergens in his profile, and he does now have the choice to hit the garbage to remove the item from his transaction if he wishes. I'm going to go to payment and choose on account, where I am again reminded that there are items in my order matching my allergy profile, and I'll say OK. There's one more scenario we can look at. I'll touch my screen to begin, skip adding the customer, and choose Dine In. I'm going to go to Dessert, add in one of my allergy items, and go to Checkout. Notice nothing is flagging allergies as I do not have a customer in the transaction at this point. I'll go to Payment. I will choose On Account, and I'm now being prompted to put the customer into the transaction to complete the sale to their account. The transaction is completed, but a warning is displayed on screen that items in this order do contain allergens matching the customer's profile. So there are several warnings that are indicating that I may want to consider the items I've purchased, and I'll say OK.